Good evening, everyone. Good evening, and welcome to AzZMR on Zed Digital. I'd like to start by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which this show was created in Meanjin, Brisbane. This show was created on the stolen lands of the Jagera and Turrbal peoples. I pay respects to their elders, past and present, and I acknowledge that sovereignty over this land was never ceded. Sovereignty was never ceded. Thank you for tuning in tonight to AzZMR episode number 19. My name is Polly, and I will be taking you through the next 2 hours of low sensory radio content, ASMR content, just general background sound for you while you're doing stuff, or to help you drift off to sleep. Yes. If you are interested in tuning into previous episodes, you can head to the 4ZZZ on demand service for zz.org.au/program/AzZZMR, and you can catch the last 6 episodes. Any older episodes than that you can find on YouTube with some fun, colourful visuals. Actually, the episode that comes out tonight is due to come out tonight. I sort of try to time them when they drop off the on-demand service to then is the time that they kind of drop into YouTube. But the one that comes out as this program comes out is episode 13, and I think it's my favorite visual to date, my favorite pictures video recording that I've done, and it's just ants. Spoiler, it's just ants, and I had to slow them down because they were going quite fast. But just getting right up close to these ants, I went out and sat in the park and played some Nintendo on my picnic blanket with some KFC and, some fizzy drinks. And I just set up my phone to record the ants just going about their life. And I don't know, I think it's my favourite one so far. So anyway, that'll be on YouTube. You should find it. I think it might be AzZzMR.4ZZZ, which is what it is also on all the social media. If you want to head to Instagram or Facebook, it's AzZzMR.4ZZZ, which is a lot of Zs, I understand. It's a lot of Zs. Just get real familiar with the Z button on your keyboard or your phone, touchscreen, whatever. You get it. So, I guess I should tell you what's coming up on the show tonight in episode, I don't know if I said, this is episode number 19. Did I say that? I might have already. This is episode number 19, and we've got a bunch of stuff coming up on the show tonight. So first up, I'm going to be reading some poems, and I normally don't do that 2 weeks in a row, but we left last week on kind of a cliffhanger, so I'm going to continue reading some poems just so we can get through this teen drama saga that started last week. So if you didn't tune in last week, you can go back and listen to it on demand on 4ZZZ.org.au/Zed AzZZMR if you missed it. But if you're listening to this as it goes live, well, heck, you're not going to be able to listen to it in time, but I will give you a brief summary of where we have gotten to so far without reading the poems. So it'll be fine. But you might want to go back. But maybe you'll be like, yes, it's too much drama for a ASMR program. Anyway, here we go. So after that, I will be reading out some more crystal cards because we're like maybe halfway through our crystal cards, reading out crystal facts and deciding what crystals we're going to buy so that we can be crystal people, which could happen. You never know. You never know. You never know if we will be crystal people by the end of this. So also, okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to dye my hair and record the sounds of me dyeing my hair, but I'm also going to read out the pamphlet and the box of the hair dye. It is box dye from the supermarket, and you can judge me if you like, that's fine. I know there's hate for box dye because it's fairly basic, but I don't care. So here we are. And also, of course, there will be some piano at the end just to help you drift off to sleep. And that's all the things that we've got coming up tonight on episode number 19. Also, my cat might make an appearance. She's next to me right now, and she was yelling at me to give her attention before I started recording. So I'm literally just trying to record and also pat her so that she doesn't yell at me anymore. It's fine. It's fine. She just needs constant attention. It's very needy. Very, very needy. Great. So we're going to get stuck in, and I am going to start with the poems because we did leave it with a bit of suspense last week. And I didn't mean to. I just don't really like reading too many because it gets a bit much. And I have to be like, I wrote these. And I feel like doing the same thing for too long could probably be a bit boring. Which is, I don't know, doesn't make sense as an argument because that's why we're here. We're here to do things that are a little bit boring so that we drift off to sleep. But anyway, the reason why I'm doing poems 2 weeks in a row is because I left us on the cliffhanger. And it just, didn't sit right with me to prolong that any more than we needed to. So just to give you a quick recap of the last 3 poems we did last week, we stumbled into a bit of a love triangle. So drama, so much drama. The summary of that situation was that one of my good friends was seeing or had hooked up with someone, and from an adjacent friend group, and they had stopped seeing each other, or maybe they only hooked up once or something, and my friend had another partner, and I started sort of tentatively seeing the first person. I called them the love interest last week. My friend, I think, actually encouraged me getting together with the love interest. I'm pretty sure my friend was actively trying to set me up with them. So it wasn't going behind my friend's back or anything. And we were in a small town, so it was a lot of dating of people's previous partners type deal. So, I hadn't, but it wasn't uncommon. But they ended up getting back together while I was still in the picture. From the content of the poems, I think there was some lying involved. Not sure what happened to my friend's new partner, in the situation because I can't remember, but I know there was it was all very scandalous. But the timeline for this is not huge. Like I even say in one of the poems, like, does the last 2 weeks mean nothing? So we'd been hanging out for like 2 weeks. This is not high stakes, everyone. This is not high stakes. So the first couple of poems seem to be directed at the love interest and me being all sad and mopey and emo. And then I sort of realized in real time, when I was like about to start reading the first poem, what it was about, and all the memories came flooding back. So we all kind of get to experience that in real time in the last episode number 18 of AZMR. And yeah, the third poem, which I thought was quite well written. A lot of the whole thing's just a metaphor, but it's directed at the friend. So it's a lot of like betrayal and feeling like I can't really talk about it to the friend group because we're in the friend group together. But I mentioned last week that I had this real memory of that the whole thing blew over in about 2 weeks or 2 more weeks after that. So the whole thing was like start to finish a month, right? Like I didn't much care for the love interest after that as a friend or a person. Like I just kind of nothinged them. It wasn't traumatic or anything. But me and my friend were good, like water under the bridge and all that. No impact to our friendship within like 2 weeks of it happening. But last week I did notice that the next poem on the agenda, which is tonight's first poem, was written just under 2 weeks later and seemed quite angry. So it made me start to doubt my own timeline a bit, and that was where we left off. So we're going to continue with the saga and work out together how long it takes me to get back to writing happy poems again. And I didn't cheat, like I didn't flick ahead. I'm cautiously optimistic we will get there within 6 poems, which is how many we're reading tonight. But we will find out together, everyone. We'll find out if it really was 2 weeks, which maybe I'm just completely misremembering and it was like 5 months. I don't know. But we'll work it out together, everyone. This is some real nail-biting stuff, my friends. Real nail-biting stuff. And I just want to say, all of this is just my sometimes quite vivid, but mostly very vague memory of something that happened 20 years ago, combined with reading some poems that 100% paint me as the victim. So there could be more context to this, is what I'm saying, than that I am like selective memorying out, in which I was not without fault. Like I'm mostly sure it was everyone else who sucked in this situation, except for my friend's new partner. I think they also got a shit deal, but I might just be forgetting how I sucked. So that's the disclaimer. I could be selective memorying. I don't know. We're gonna start tonight. So yeah, that was the summary. That's quite a bit of a long summary. Sorry, everyone. I'm gonna start. So this next poem is the angry one I was talking about, and it's called Like You, Like You, Like You. Okay, so it's number 37. So the saga started on number 34, 35, 36, yep, 34. So we're in part 4 of the saga. Okay. That is number 37, 20th of October, 2004, 2004. Like you, like you, like you. Why did you do it again? You've already done it before. You've left me feeling so goddamn used, I don't know what I feel anymore. Right now I've nothing but sorrow, but I know I'll have nothing but hate. Do you think I can just forget it all? Do you think we can just clear the slate? I can't just keep on pretending that maybe it's all a mistake, that a lack of communication has caused my cracked heart to break. Everyone else seems to know, but to me you have not said a word. How can I see things more clearly when your silence has made my sight blurred? They think that they know what I'm feeling, when really they haven't a clue. I don't want to lie about my feelings. I don't want to be just like you. You've left me with fucked up emotions. I'm now in a whole lot of pain. When you kicked me to the dust, what did you think you would gain? You've ruined much more than you know. Your lies burnt more scars than the flame. And now that you've left me alone, my heart's freed from your cruel game. I wish that I was still a player, but my piece has been knocked off the board. My dice would roll only backwards. Was I ever the one you'd applaud? Was I ever an able contender? Was I put into play just to lose? Was I nothing but someone to fuck with? Did I ever have the chance to choose? You've walked from my room full of matches. What did you expect me to do? I don't want to strike even one. I don't want to be just like you. So that's a lot of feelings, and I actually don't hate this poem. Like, it's kind of cheesy, but I don't hate it. I'm just a sucker for a metaphor. I think that's what it is. So I'm pretty sure this is directed at the love interest, but it just makes me wonder like you did it before. Was there like a, I don't know, was there a, oh no, that didn't actually happen, I really want to be with you situation, and then like it flipped again? Maybe it was a flip-flop. I don't know. I'm sorry everyone, I don't remember enough about this. To me that reads quite angry. Like there's a lot of feelings, but it's quite angry. But that reads like there was a little bit more of a flip-flop between me and the friend. But yeah, heck. You know what? I didn't really keep a diary. I just wrote poems, so it's vague, everyone. It's vague and we don't know what it's about. But anyway, that's fine. We'll just read the next one. But so far we're still upset in the saga. We are, sad and just generally feeling dejected and rejected. So that's fine. This next one is number 38, 21st of October 2004. Hello, Coco. Hello, Coco. Oh, darling. Oh, sweet pea. Did you wake up? Oh, sweet pea. So, number 38, 21st of October 2004, 2004. So this was written the very next day. Maybe, okay. So maybe the 10-day gap between the poems was when things like, there were no poems because I was sort of back in the situation. It would make sense. Yeah, I don't know. But the 10-day gap between poems would be explained by if there was a flip-flop. So, anyway, this next one. Number 38 is called Inward War. Inward War. Now, this one has got a lot of references to, I think, either self-harm or drug use in general. So this one is a trigger warning. This is probably, it's also, maybe it's just a culmination of feelings, unless the whole thing is a metaphor, because they definitely didn't, switch to heavy drug use as a coping mechanism. I know that I didn't do that, so I'm guessing that, yeah, maybe this is either a metaphor or maybe it's just a poem that is indicative of how I was feeling, but maybe references something else that was happening in my life. But let's find out together. But just, yeah, trigger warning for drug use and self-harm. Oh, and actually I think maybe suicide. So just a trigger warning for that. Inward war. She stands alone, forgotten, lost. She can't forget the pain she's felt. She's teary, desperate, angry, scared from all the blows she has been dealt. Her skin is purple, black and blue. Her cheeks are pink, her lips are red. Her eyes run salty, sliding streams, falling like the life she's led. The sun sets on her sinking heart. The fog rolls in across her eyes. Her carpy striped with tender pink, her eardrums stained with lies. Loose skin grasps to fragile ribs. Organs house narcotic pain. Venoms poison and pollute. Crystals drip of ruby pain. Her hands clenched tight, her knuckles split. Pricks of crimson dot blue lines. Her own private catharsis. Toxins sketch their own designs. Her eyelids droop to seal her sight. Her head relaxes to the floor. And as her heartbeat slows, it fails. Her insides fight their hidden war. I actually don't think that one was about suicide. I think that one was about maybe overdose, which, apologies for getting my trigger warning wrong. But that's fairly heavy. So yeah, I'm actually not sure if it was a metaphor. There are similarities, like I've talked about lying, or like her eardrums stained with lies. So it feels like the she in this is me. I'm not sure if it's a metaphor, but it could be also, maybe I was like, it was like aspirational, like I want to take a bunch of drugs to deal with it. Maybe it was aspirational. I don't know. But let's move along, because the next one is short. It's short-ish. And it's called Ununderstandable. Number 39, 21st of October 2004. 2004. That's the same day, everyone. It's the same day, so this is also going to be a lot of feelings, everyone. So, ununderstandable. One word, very long word. It's fine. Sometimes what I want just seems so far away. I pull my heart close, but it will not stay. Every time I reach out, my world disappears. I'm coated in a sheet of sliding salty tears. Things aren't the same as they were before. I watch as my spirits walk out the door. All that's left of me is far too far to tell. How can it be? I'm locked inside this shell. I can't see, my eyes are shut to pain. I can't breathe time and time again. And then it's over, I can't cry. There are some things that never die. So, I think I called it ununderstandable because it was just a whole bunch of feelings and nothing was terribly coherent. So I was like, this doesn't make sense. I'm just going to call it something that acknowledges that it doesn't make sense. Look, it's not my favorite poem. And clearly I'm still quite sad about things. It's fine. Still sad, I guess. Cool. So that, now we're on number 40. Now this one is 22nd of October 2004, 2004. So the very next day, cool. It's called Depression Stage. Depression Stage. So, let's see. I'm guessing I'm still sad, everyone. Let's see how this goes. It would be good if I could be a little bit more specific. Like, that would be helpful. Just fill us in on what actually happened. That would be helpful. Anywho, depression stage. When all the world has turned its back and your heart lies in constant grief, each day's a fight to battle on when you're so full of disbelief. It hurts to talk about your thoughts. It's torture just to step outside. When you just want to breathe alone, it feels so easy just to hide. It seems as if you can't hold on when it feels you've lost your way. You've given up on every hope. You just can't struggle through the day. Sometimes it's easier to forget, to block out all the troubling things, when in the long run blocking pain can be the much more painful sting. You must face up to your feelings, accept the way life has turned out, make it through the depression stage. You'll realize there's no need to pout. Don't throw away all that you have. You've come so far, it's worth the wait. A rainbow's after every storm. It's then you know you're doing great. So, aside from all the just be happy. You can just be happy after you're sad. It's fine kind of vibe I'm getting from this. It seems like that this was like the turning point poem. Like, I started out sad, but then I ended up happy. So I'm guessing I wrote this when I was happy again. Yeah, by the looks of it, I seem to be coming out of it. So I was optimistic that we would get through this in about 2 weeks. And let's have a little look. The first poem was 7th of October, and by the 22nd. So yeah, 2 weeks and 1 day. Okay, my timeline, my memory timeline was pretty good. But I did not remember about the flip-flop. So if that all happened in the space of like a week, that is very dramatic. That is like an episode of some teen drama. Anywho, so it feels like that poem, Depression Stage, was about me starting to feel better. So the next one, which was written, of course, the very next day, 23rd of October 2004, number 41. Number 41. This poem is called Take Me Away, Take Me Away, Take Me Away. Unsure who it's about, but it looks like a nice poem, so I'm just gonna read it to you now. Take me away. Take me away from the world with your smile. Tell me that you will be here for a while. Walk with me, talk with me, tell me I'm real. You always seem to know just how I feel. I know you trust me, you know I trust you. I can't think of anything easier to do. You say the right things without speaking a word. When you are around, I know I'll be heard. Tell me not to fear, it will be okay. Tell me I'm your world, that I make your day. My confidence soars when you are around. You pick me up when I'm flat on the ground. You make me feel nice whenever you're near. It makes me feel better to know you are here. I don't have to doubt that you're always my friend. You're someone I know will be here till the end. Cheer me up, make me smile, make me feel right. Lend me your hand, let me breathe through the night. I'll always believe whatever you say. Whenever I'm lost, you will take me away. So that's very nice, and it feels as though I've stopped being emo, everybody. Stopped being emo, which is good, I think. For now. And yeah, it looks like that's it with the poems about my teen drama. love triangle saga thing. I can't confirm that we won't go back there in the future, but we do have one poem left for tonight, and it has nothing to do with any of it. So, and if I flick on to the one that we will read first next time, that has nothing to do with any of it either. So, and that's a few weeks, like a week or so later. So I feel confident that it's over. We've finished with Teen Drama Saga. It was, 7 poems? And then Take Me Away, which I'm guessing Take Me Away is like, I'm gonna put it in the saga because it feels like I might have just been showing appreciation for a friend that helped me through the saga. And if we're honest, I have no idea which friend that's about or what exactly they did. But I suspect it was someone from another friend group. But it looks like we worked it all out, which is good. And I'm glad that it was, quick. I think even though there's a lot of poems in a short amount of time, it's fine, everyone. So this one was actually written the very next day after Take Me Away. The 24th of October 2004, number 42. It's called The Life of a Falling Feather. The Life of a Falling Feather. And I honestly think that I just saw a feather falling. I was like, I'm going to write a poem about this because I've used up all my feelings. So, I feel very confident. We have finished with the drama, everyone. The dramatic conclusion of the drama was that everything worked itself out. The time frame was not huge. The stakes were not high. And feelings were hurt, but then they're mended by friendship. So it's fine. The life of a falling feather. A feather falls from up above, floating down without a sound. The wind cradles it like a sleeping child. Spiraling, it spins around. It's frail, fragile, frightened, fluffed. So simply and innocently it sleeps. When it's glad, it gurgles. When it's sad, it weeps. But just as easily as it flies, its plight can reach a sudden stop. It hits the ground and curls its spine. There's nowhere left to drop. With a puff of air it tumbles on, but never can it fall once more. An end to the climactic change. Its hopes of life have hit the floor. The only life it ever led consists of falling from a height, and now it's hit its oldest age. The tunnel gives its only light. So, my problems with this poem are that the metaphors seem kind of mixed. Like, the wind cradles it like a sleeping child, and then I go on talking about things that are very specific to sleeping children, but not actually feathers. So what does it mean? And then its whole life is falling. What does that mean? The tunnel gives its only light. I'm guessing that's the whole light at the end of the tunnel trope. But look, maybe it's a metaphor for aging. Maybe, I guess it's probably a metaphor for aging. But I don't know about this one, everyone. I think it's a bit shit, but that's fine. It's fine. We'll just move on. That was number 42, so we're not actually going to read any more this evening. but I do feel good that we have reached the conclusion of the teen drama saga. And maybe I'm the only one of us that was like, maybe you weren't as invested as I was. And if we're honest, I didn't really learn much more, except for maybe there was a flip-flop that I had forgotten about, a flip-flop. But it does feel like, closure, that we have reached that resolution at the end there. And then we got that lovely Take Me Away, which I did enjoy. Take Me Away. I did enjoy it. I thought that was quite a nice poem. So that's me reading poems this evening. That is done. That is crossed off the list. I'm going to put it to the side. There we go. Crossed off the list. So next we have on the agenda reading some crystal cards. Reading crystal cards. And I am just going to open this packet. I will let you know what I'm reading. I've done this every time, I think, but I will let you know. It's called Crystals. The Stone Deck. 78 crystals to energize your life. Energize your mind, body, and spirit with this luxe deck of 78 crystal cards. Each card features a dazzling stone on the front and an illuminating description on the back, and an accompanying booklet offers tips on how to use and care for your gems. By the way, I didn't get any booklet in this pack. Select a crystal based on your needs, or close your eyes and pull a card to see what the universe has in store. There's no such thing as random. Brimming with mystical wisdom on love, sex, strength, clarity, and productivity. This enlightening deck makes it easy to cultivate good vibes whenever you need to, wherever you are. Text by Andrew Smart, photography by Jason Witch. So we're going to read a few more of these crystal fact cards this evening. I think we're about halfway through by the looks of the done pile compared to the not done pile. So I'm going to start off with the card on the top of the pile. It is blue with kind of a dark grey around the outside. It's very sort of opaque, but it looks like from a different angle it might be, it's got like crystally bits that look like if the light hit it right it would be a little bit more transparent, but it's like quite like a cobalt kind of blue, like a kind of dusty but darker. I don't know how to describe cobalt blue, but like you are, your jeans have been washed a lot of times. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to read this one. It's called Blue Calcite. Blue Calcite. Blue Calcite. What it is. Dreamy, calming blue calcite is the fresh from the meditation retreat vision board making hippie of the calcite family. Who needs it? People who stare up at the ceiling worrying about the future at 3 a.m. I'm feeling attacked, everybody. Where to put it? On your bedside table. When to use it? When stress is the enemy. Freaking out is not a prerequisite for accomplishment. Deadlines aren't death sentences. Stress will extinguish your creativity and crush your dreams if you let it. Call on the calming, focused energy of blue calcite to remind you to put stress in its place, far away from the joy of the process and the delight of dreaming big. Act on your dreams. Blue calcite, act on your dreams. This next one is a very opaque looking orangey, kind of a little bit milky on one side, but more vibrant and vivid orange on the other side, but definitely very opaque. Rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite. What it is. Rosy red to chilled rose pink, rhodochrosite is the go-to stone for the bent and broken-hearted. This is the second time we've had an orange stone say it was pink. Maybe it's the printing. Okay. Who needs it? Anyone grieving or really needing to grieve. A major loss. A relationship expired or an outdated idea of self. Where to put it? Against your chest while you breathe through your heart. Or slide a favourite piece into your bra, you know, if you're wearing one. When to use it? When your heart hurts. You can feel all the feels, even the most painful, and still be gentle with yourself. Let rhodochrosite remind you that this too shall pass, and you, especially you, absolutely will heal and love again when you're ready. Soften your heart, rhodochrosite, soften your heart. The next one is a mostly kind of a creamy white jaggedy crystal, but in the middle of it is a like teal blue jaggedy crystal with like lots of jaggedy bits, not like one big jaggedy, but like lots of jaggedy bits. I don't know how to explain this, it's fine. Cavernsite. What it is. Cavernsite is a calcium vanadium silicate. Its name is an acronym. Look for it. It's in there. Oh, it's right. The Ca from calcium, the VAN from vanadium, the Si from the start of silicate, and the Te from the end of silicate. I get it. So, its name is an acronym. Its vivid colour is next level, electric blue. The best cavernsite hails from India. It's a go-to stone for those looking to channel messages from on high or explore the possibilities of supernatural communication. Who needs it? Storytellers, soothsayers, healers, therapists, psychics. Where to put it? Wherever you translate inspiration into the written or spoken word. When to use it? When it's time to speak clearly and straight from the heart. When you want to get weird, ask cavernsite to make you a conduit for messages mysterious and eternal. Expand your consciousness. Cavernsite, expand your consciousness. The next one is a greeny blue stone that's pretty round and smooth, and it's got black spots all through it. So that's a bit cute. It's called chrysocolla. What it is. Chrysocolla forms near copper ore deposits, hence its wavy blue-green swirls left behind by the oxidized metal. Like other materials associated with copper, think telephone wires, chrysocolla opens up channels of clear communication. Who needs it? Anyone entangled in the 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the politico-media complex. Those who can never find the right words. Where to put it? Hold it to your high heart and breathe. When to use it? When you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you, but then you remember that you are a grown-up, but it's cool because you totally got this. Be your own mama, chrysocolla. Be your own mama, chrysocolla. The next one is a kind of pinky, browny, whitey stone. It doesn't look smooth. It's a bit rough, and it's white on one side and kind of like a pinky, like a salmon-y pink. It's not as orange as salmon, but it's like pinky, and then it's got a darker blacky, browny bit. Anywho, this is lepidolite. What it is. Lepidolite is a lithium-infused mica with rose and lavender-hued spa vibes. Who needs it? The perpetually frazzled, the oh-so-cerebral, Type A workaholics. Where to put it? In a bubble bath? On the meditation cushion? In the fetal position when the pressure to be successful, fit and fabulous 24/7 365 is too much? When to use it? When freaking out? Or to prevent that, put the phone on Do Not Disturb, hold lepidolite in each palm and just let yourself be for 5 minutes. Relax the muscles between your shoulder blades, lengthen your breaths, and let go of all the drama. It wasn't yours to begin with anyway. Enter your chill zone. Lepidolite, enter your chill zone. The next one is an orangey crystal. It's semi-transparent. It's got yellow on the ends though. That might be where the light's coming through, so yeah, let's have a little squiz. It's carnelian. What it is, a cherry red chalcedony used by ancient Romans in signet rings. Wax doesn't stick to it, and by modern folk to ward off insecurities. Carnelian's fiery energy helps spin us out of fearful thought cycles and into action. Who needs it? The understimulated. Anybody looking to get acquainted with their fears. Hello fear, my name is your name. We have some beautiful work to do together. Now, STFU and let's do this. Where to put it? Wherever you want to inject some passion and confidence, i.e. your palate or your pelvis. When to use it? When you find your creativity or sex drive on sleep mode. Go with your gut. Carnelian, go with your gut. Carnelian, go with your gut. The next one is a very deep blue, very bright and deep blue, almost purple stone with some white flecks in it. And it is sodalite. Sodalite, sodalite. What it is, friend to the chronic meditator. Sodalite, known by some as poor man's lapis, is a salty, deep blue stone speckled and striated with white calcite inclusions. Who needs it? Planners, producers, Virgos. Where to put it? Wherever you do your best non-thinking. When to use it? When you have a big decision to make. When you're 99% finished with a project, but can't get your head around the last 1%. Don't. Seriously, give up. Meditate with sodalite. Abandon solution-oriented thinking. Surrender to your intuition. And watch your problem get solved from someplace much deeper. Deepen your intuition. Sodalite. Deepen your intuition. Sodalite. The next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 crystals on it. Most of them are pale green, but a couple of them are like a goldeny, pinky color. Cute. Sapphire. You're kidding. There's definitely no blue in them. Cool. Sapphire. What it is. Often blue, but sometimes pink or yellow. Sapphire, like ruby, is a variety of the mineral corundum. With its peacemaking force field of sparkle energy, sapphire protects the vulnerable and squishy stuff inside from judgmental people and their unsolicited BS. Who needs it? Students of ancient wisdom. Where to put it? On your right middle finger, the finger of Saturn, Sapphire's associated planet. When to use it? When resentments are doing more damage to you than those you're holding them against. Enlist Sapphire to call forth that old soul that resides within, i.e. the wisest part of you who couldn't possibly care less about what anybody else thinks of you. Find your tranquil place. Find your tranquil place. Sapphire, find your tranquil place. The next one is a smooth, not round, but very smooth looking dark green stone with, it's very opaque, but with like flecks of orange in it. But most of it is dark green. Bloodstone. What it is, bloodstone is an earthy green chalcedony spattered with seriously activating red jasper. In the Middle Ages, some believed the red splotches on the stone's surface were the blood of Christ. Who needs it? The constantly overworked and completely drained by the soul-sucking machinations of modern life. And Capricorns. Where to put it? Wherever you do the important work, spiritual, physical, and psychological. When to use it? When you're totally bled dry and it's time to get into your body and start feeling your damn self. Sleep, get some exercise, take nourishment, and call on bloodstone to drag your ass out of the house to face the day, chin up, head high. Power up your vitals, bloodstone, power up your vitals. The next one is pale green on some of it and pale orange on some of it, and then like white around all of the rest of it, and it's very crystally and rough looking, and it's apophyllite. What it is, apophyllite acts like a teleportation device to places transcendent. Often sourced from enchanted India, birthplace of Tantra, Yoga, Nag Champa, apophyllite clears skepticism, cynicism, and logic from the spiritual path. Who needs it? Anyone looking for that ray of light from on high to hit them with something good. Where to put it? Wherever you practice religion, meditate, channel, pray. When to use it? When the spiritual life feels like a moving target. When you feel skeptical about your true purpose on earth. When you feel like your yeah, but thoughts are dishonoring the innermost you. Beam yourself up, way up, apophyllite. Beam yourself up, way up, apophyllite. So the next one is a greeny colour with kind of little tracks of black throughout. Not speckles, but like kind of little lines. They're all sort of connected, but a little bit higgledy-piggledy. Turquoise. What it is, brilliant blue-green turquoise, has been rocked by humans longer than almost anything since like 5000 BCE. From Lhasa to Marrakesh to Tucson, turquoise is, was, and always will be both go-to protector and fashion statement. Who needs it? Anyone whose voice has gone AWOL. Where to put it? Set in sterling silver rings, big old belt buckles, and bolo ties. On the podium, open mic night, and wherever else you need to speak up or speak out. When to use it? When you feel disconnected from the things that make you human. When you've got something to express, get it out with turquoise. Speak your truth. Turquoise, speak your truth. Turquoise. The next one is a mostly whitey, cleary stone with a little bit of transparent green in the middle, and it's hiddenite. What it is, a variety of spodumene. Hiddenite's green aura emanates the warm and fuzzies. If you tap into the stone's frequency and feel the buzz, you must have a big heart. Use it. Who needs it? French existentialists, future trippers, bad romantics. Where to put it? Hiddenite, like its cuddly pink cousin, kunzite, should be aimed at the heart. When to use it? When you find yourself stuck in the past or too focused on the future. Hiddenite is down to make the most of every moment. If you're in a rut, call on Hiddenite to help you love your way out of it. Claim your happy place, Hiddenite. Claim your happy place. The next one is a long stick looking one that looks like opaque white, but you never really know. It could be clear and I just can't tell, but it's got little flecks of white in it, and it's selenite. What it is? Icy selenite is a form of gypsum with a calm, cool and collected vibe. Who needs it? Healers, believers, the currently cleansing, juice, technology, etc. Where to put it? Wherever you want the slate wiped clean, i.e. your bedside table after a brutal work week, or around your apartment after somebody extra shady visits. When to use it? When you move into a new space and want any lingering bad juju to vamoose. When you pray to gods above. When you've been working with crystals and want to clear away energy they've picked up in the process, give them a gentle tap with selenite. Clear your path to enlightenment. Selenite, clear your path to enlightenment. So that's 13, which I started off doing 12 and then I did 13 by accident, and now I'm just doing 13 every week. But blue calcite, rhodochrosite, cavensite, chrysocolla, lepidolite, carnelian, sodalite, sapphire, bloodstone, apophyllite, turquoise, hiddenite, and selenite. It's a lot of ites tonight. A lot of ites tonight. So that was our crystal cards for this evening. There's at least 2 or 3 more crystal card reading episodes ahead of us in our lives, but I'm going to put these away and we're going to get on with the next thing. So the next thing we've got going for us tonight is I'm going to be dyeing my hair. Now I have 2 boxes of box dye which are different colours. Now they're both Clairol Natural Instincts, which is it's not a permanent, I don't think, it's like a semi-permanent. It says lasts 28 washes, which probably I disagree, but it's fine. It lasts a bit. It lasts enough. It says Clairol, New York, healthy looking natural instincts, 80% naturally derived ingredients, no ammonia or added parabens. 1 application lasts 28 washes, blends away greys. So I have 4 dark brown and 4 RV dark burgundy. Now, the dark burgundy, I've dyed my hair a bunch of times. I like it to be a little bit red, but I picked up the dark brown because I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go straight brown. What I do like to do is dye my hair slightly darker brown, so that when it grows out, I don't feel like I have to dye it again because like the roots are showing or whatever. Because it will what it does is it fades to my natural colour as it grows out. So I feel like dyeing my hair slightly darker brown is the way to go because I'm a very low maintenance person. But the dark burgundy is a little bit fun because it's a little bit reddy. But again, these ones are not permanent, and I don't have anything against permanent hair dye. It's just that I worked out by dyeing my hair a bunch of times with different box dyes that I really don't like how ones with ammonia feel. I don't like how they make my hair feel afterwards, like straw, kind of like really dry and strawy. I don't like the smell. I don't like how it feels going on. I just don't like ammonia. So I only go with the ones that are no ammonia. And there's a few good brands, but this one, I don't know, just works for me. So I'm just going with it. I think, yeah, but I mostly do that dark burgundy one. But naturally responsible, it says, dermatologically tested, recyclable carton, FSC mix packaging from responsible sources. This pack contains 1 color enhancing creme 60 ml, 2 color activator 60 ml, and 3 brilliant shine conditioner 55 ml. Ingredients are listed on the bottom of the box. Important safety warnings. Conduct an allergy alert test 48 hours before each time you color, even if you have already used coloring products before. So remember to buy the product 48 hours in advance. Caution: hair colorants can cause severe allergic reactions. Read and follow instructions. Contains phenylenediamine and resorcinol. Mixing ratio 1:1. This product is not intended for use on persons under the age of 16. Temporary black henna tattoos may increase your risk of allergy. Do not color your hair if you have a rash on your face or sensitive, irritated, and damaged scalp. You have ever experienced any reaction after coloring your hair. You have experienced a reaction to a temporary black henna tattoo in the past. In case of any reaction or when in doubt, consult a doctor before using any hair color product. Rinse hair well after application. Rinse eyes immediately if product comes into contact with them. Avoid contact with eyes. Wear suitable gloves. Keep out of reach of children. Warning: this product contains ingredients which may cause skin sensitization to certain individuals. A preliminary test according to the accompanying directions should be made before use. This product must not be used for dyeing eyelashes or eyebrows. To do so may be injurious to the eye. Clairol Natural Instincts, our most gentle color to the hair, versus Clairol Oxidative Hair Color with 80% naturally derived ingredients. New no ammonia color. 1 healthy looking color that shines in only 20 minutes. Spoiler, it's going to take me longer than 20 minutes. 2 lasts 28 washes and enhances your natural color. 3 gentle color creme with patented Me Plus allergy gentle molecule is gentle to your hair and scalp. 4 blends away grays and no harsh root line. Yes, coconut oil, aloe vera, allergy gentle molecule and non-drip color creme. No ammonia or added parabens. Questions, coloring advice or tips, visit our website. And there's a lot of addresses and phone numbers and stuff that I'm not going to read. It says made in Germany. A revolutionary hair dye molecule that better protects people without hair dye allergy by reducing the chance of developing one. See additional warnings on side panel. If you have a known hair dye allergy, do not use this product unless approved by your dermatologist. So I'm going to attempt to read the ingredients, which is going to be interesting and also awful for us. So let's go. Ingredients: color enhancing cream, aqua water U, propylene glycol, ethanolamine, 2-methyl p-phenylenediamine, cetyl alcohol, trisodium ethylenediamine, disaccharate resorcinol, 2-methylresorcinol, citric acid, parfum fragrance, sodium sulfite, diacetyl phosphate, ascorbic acid, cetith 10 phosphate, steareth 200, xanthan gum, aminophenol, sodium hydroxide, titanium dioxide, Ci77891, disodium EDTA, 4-amino-2-hydroxytoluene, tocopherol acetate, hydroxyethyl 3, 4-methylenedioxyaniline HCI. Sorry everyone, there's a lot of big words, and you know what, probably some of those things are just as bad as ammonia, but they don't make my hair feel bad, so they're fine, I guess. Anyway, color activator, aqua water U, paraffinum liquidum, mineral oil, huile mineral, hydrogen peroxide, cetyl alcohol, sodium cetyl sulfate, salicylic acid, phosphoric acid, disodium phosphate, disodium pyrophosphate, sodium stanate, etidronic acid. Brilliant Shine Conditioner, aqua water U, bis hydroxy methoxy amodimethicone, sterile alcohol, cetyl alcohol, stearamidopropyl dimethylamine, glutamic acid, parfum fragrance, benzyl alcohol, citric acid, benzyl benzoate, EDTA, histidine, Coco's nucifera, coconut oil, sodium chloride, hexyl cinnamol, linalool, magnesium nitrate, trimethylsilosilicate, allobarbadensis leaf juice, methylchloroisothiazolinone, magnesium chloride, methylisothiazolinone BHT, ascorbic acid, potassium sorbate, sodium benzoate, sodium sulfite. Cool. So what have we got inside? So I've picked up number 2, the color activator. Directions for use: read and follow instructions on enclosed leaflet. Caution: contains hydrogen peroxide. Avoid contact with eyes. Rinse eyes immediately if product comes into contact with them. Wear suitable gloves. Product not intended to be used on children. Keep out of reach of children. That's the 2 color activator. What else have we got in here? Ooh, number 1. It is in a tube. It's the color enhancing creme, 60 mils. It's in like aluminium tube with a cap. Directions for use: read enclosed directions carefully before opening tube. to open, remove cap, turn cap upside down and insert tip into foil seal. Important safety warnings. Perform allergy alert test 48 hours before colouring. And there's a lot of warnings that I have already read and ingredients that I've already attempted to read. This is colour number 4. Number 4, dark brown, colour number 4. So I won't bother reading all that because I literally just did. So the other one, the colour activator, is in like a tub bottle kind of thing with a nozzle on the end. And what else have we got here? It's number 3 Brilliant Shine Conditioner with coconut oil and aloe vera 55 ml. Directions for use: apply the Brilliant Shine Conditioner, leave on for 2 minutes, rinse. Use remaining Brilliant Shine Conditioner once a week and after shampooing. Made in Germany. We also have some, can't get them out, some gloves. There will be some me wearing the gloves noises incoming. Hair dye gloves are awful. They're just so loose and horrible, but you know, hopefully there'll be some nice sounds. We also have a instruction booklet. Kind of, it's one page that's been folded up. Hold on. On one side it has the directions for dyeing your hair, and on the other side a bunch more warnings. Let's go. Clairol Natural Instincts Color Enhancing Creme Color Activator, Brilliant Shine Conditioner and gloves. Allergy test 48 hours before colouring. The instructions included will guide you step by step through an easy colouring experience. Always read the safety instructions and follow the directions for use carefully. Important: this product is not intended for use on persons under the age of 16. Contains ethanolamine 5% WW. Important safety instructions. Caution: hair colorants can cause severe allergic reactions. Temporary black henna tattoos may increase risk of allergy. Follow these instructions to reduce risk. Do not colour your hair if you have a rash on your face or sensitive, irritated and damaged scalp. You have ever experienced any reaction after colouring your hair, or you have experienced a reaction to a temporary black henna tattoo in the past. Keep the empty carton and the instruction leaflet in case you experience a reaction. 1. Perform an allergy alert test 48 hours before each product use, even if you have used colouring products before. Allergy alert test instructions. Unscrew the tint tube cap. Hold tube firmly without squeezing and pointing the opening away from your face. Push the pointed end of the cap into the seal. Mix small, equal amounts of 1 and 2 in a plastic bowl with a plastic spoon. Tightly recap both after opening. Apply a small amount of the mixture with a cotton ball or swab to an area approximately 1 centimeter squared in the bend of your elbow. Allow to dry. Do not wash this area for 48 hours. During washing, Protect with an adhesive bandage, but remove it immediately after washing. Examine the test area during the next 48 hours. If a rash, redness, swelling, burning, or itching occurs, you may be allergic. Stop. You must not use this product, and you must seek medical advice before colouring. This test represents an important precaution. Even if an allergy alert test has been carried out, you may still experience an allergic reaction when you colour your hair. The allergy alert test is not a guarantee to avoid future allergic reactions. Please consult a doctor if you have any doubts. 2. If during colouring you experience any stinging or burning and/or rash, rinse immediately and discontinue use, as this may be an indication of a more serious reaction. Do not colour your hair and consult a doctor or seek medical advice. Rapidly spreading skin rash, dizziness or faintness, shortness of breath and/or swelling eyes or face. Rinse immediately and seek immediate medical attention and contact the manufacturer. 3. If after colouring or on the following days you experience problems such as skin or scalp itching, skin or scalp rash, swelling to eyes or face, blistering and/or skin or scalp weeping, seek immediate medical attention and contact the manufacturer. Call 1-800-021-085 and our colour consultants will advise you what to do next. Special cautions. Avoid contact with eyes. This product contains ingredients including hydrogen peroxide, which may cause severe eye irritation and permanent eye injury. If the product gets into your eye, flush immediately with a large amount of lukewarm water and seek medical advice. We recommend removing contact lenses before applying hair colour. If you must wear contact lenses during application and products get into your eye, remove the lens first, then flush immediately with a large amount of lukewarm water and seek medical advice. Do not use to dye eyelashes or eyebrows. Do not use if scalp is irritated or injured. Do not inhale or ingest product. Prepare and use product in a well-ventilated area. If you experience inhalation difficulties, move to fresh air. Wear gloves and rinse hair well after application. Avoid unnecessary skin contact. Immediately rinse any colour splashes on the skin and clothing. Do not exceed the development time stated. Keep product away from heat and light. Do not leave mixture in a closed bottle. Bottle may expand or burst. If a bottle is used for mixing, do not keep any unused product. Do not perm, relax or straighten hair immediately before or after colouring. Do not use when hair has previously been coloured with henna or metal dyes. Remove all metal objects from hair before colouring and keep them away during colouring. Do not use metal bowl or stirrer for mixing. Do not mix colourant with any other product. Heavy sweating may cause bleeding of colourant and staining of textiles. Keep out of reach of children and warning. This product contains ingredients which may cause skin sensitization to certain individuals. A preliminary test according to the accompanying directions should be made before use. This product must not be used for dyeing eyelashes or eyebrows. To do so may be injurious to the eye. Safety directions. Warning: irritant. Avoid contact with eyes. Avoid contact with skin. Do not swallow. First aid. For advice, contact a Poisons Information Centre. Phone Australia 131126 and New Zealand 0800 764 766 or a doctor at once. If swallowed, do not induce vomiting. If in eyes, wash out immediately with water. Strand test. To determine your hair color results, do the strand test each time you color. Perms, relaxers, previous color can affect your color results. Cut a 1/4 inch wide strand of hair from your roots, back of head, and tape strand together. Completely cover with the mixture remaining from the allergy test. Time for 20 minutes. Rinse and dry the strand. So that's all of one side of the paper. And next side, I guess we will have to move to the bathroom. So we're going to go for a little adventure to the bathroom and dye my hair. I'm also going to have to take off the headphones for obvious reasons. So hopefully the sound will just come out fine. Because I won't know. I just won't know. I won't know. But I'm going to have to come back in a moment when I'm set up. Okay. Okie dokie. So I'm kind of all set up in the bathroom. Got the microphone on a little shelf, but I've had to take off my headphones, so I don't know how this will come out. Hopefully fine. Been doing this for a few weeks now, so hopefully fine. Hopefully just fine. But yeah, I guess we're all ready to go. I do need to brush my hair, so I'm going to do that now. So, I have my instructions here. The first step is step number 1. Prep. Use an old towel to protect your clothing and household surfaces. Put on gloves. Open tube 1 and squeeze contents into bottle 2. Shake thoroughly until color mixture is totally blended. So I'm actually going to mix it before I put the gloves on, because the gloves are awkward and giant. So I'm going to open up. First up, I'm going to open up the bottle number 2 and get it ready to put the color mixture in. Now I'm going to open up the tube number 1 and pierce the end, the foil end. to squeeze the whole contents of this tube into the bottle. I'm now going to put the cap back on the tube just in case there's leftovers. We don't want them getting everywhere. Into the bin, into the bin. Okay, now I'm going to put the top on the bottle and give it a good shake. Give it a good shake. Okay, that's pretty mixed. That's pretty mixed. Now I'm going to put on the gloves. It says, note, once mixed, never reseal or store the colour in a closed container as it could burst. So I'm going to put the gloves on. To tear open the little packet on the perforations. See people all the time doing ASMR with gloves. I don't know if these are the right gloves for that sort of thing. They're usually wearing latex gloves, but anyway, these are some glove sounds. Some glove sounds. So, step 2, application options. Tips: if product gets on skin or household surface, wipe away immediately to avoid staining. 2, application options. A, if you have never coloured, have not coloured in longer than 3 months, or are changing the tone. Or B, if you colour every 1 to 3 months with a similar shade for even colour root to tip. So I always put myself in option A just because it's always been longer than 3 months when I've dyed my hair. So option A it is. A1, apply all over. Starting at the roots, apply colour mixture immediately to dry, unwashed hair. So it doesn't say anything about breaking off the top, so I'm going to do that now. Sorry, when I say a breaking off the top, I mean the end of the bottle has a little nozzle with a little seal on it that you have to break off to get the colour to come out. So my hair is fairly short and I'm just tying it slightly darker brown so I don't do any fancy sectioning. I do have a little brush, so what I do is I just go along the roots and then I basically start in the middle of my hair, like the middle line, and then I about an inch one direction, I will make a new part and then flop that bit of hair over and then go along the new part line, and I'll just keep doing that until I get to my ears, and then I'll go back the other direction. So we're gonna give it a go. I don't know how it will sound, but we're gonna give it a go. So I just pat it in until it covers the roots. Just ignoring my fringe for now. Just ignoring my fringe. You know what? Sometimes it's easier just to mash with my hands than use the little brush. definitely paying more attention to where I'm holding my head in relation to the microphone than actually where I'm putting the colours. This is probably going to be a fairly janky dye job. I think that's all the roots done, except for maybe a few at the back, but she'll be right. Next, A2, work through hair from roots to tips to ensure full saturation. Leave colour mixture on hair for 20 minutes. Okay, we're just gonna get it everywhere, everyone. Okay, let's go. Do my fringe now. I will be very surprised if I get to the ends of this without any colour stuff on the microphone. This is far too much. I'm just putting it on there because I can at this point. So now we have to wait for 20 minutes. So normally I do this in like the evening, not the middle of the night. I went to a gig this evening, or like, it's now past midnight, so it's technically morning, but I went to a gig and saw some bands, so that was a bit of a cute time. So yeah, normally at this point, I would go and like maybe put on something to watch or start to prep for dinner. Like I get my dinner ingredients out and do any like chopping up that I need to. I don't know, I guess I can't like stop and sit for 20 minutes. I have to like do something. So at the moment it's the middle of the night, so what am I gonna do except ASMR. I am going to read through the B option of what the instructions would have been if I had chosen if you colour your hair every 1 to 3 months. So there's a lot more steps. Well, it's just a little bit more complicated, which is partly why do I deliberately colour my hair less frequently so that I don't have to do all the steps? Maybe. So B1 is roots first. Make 1/2 inch partings throughout your dry, unwashed hair with applicator tip. Apply colour mixture immediately onto new growth root area only until completely saturated, working from the front to the back of your head. B2. Wait. Relax. Tip. New hair growth needs more time to colour. Also, focusing on new growth protects your ends from over-processing. Leave colour mixture on new root growth area for 15 minutes. B3. Apply to rest of hair. Apply remaining colour mixture to the rest of the hair. Work through hair from roots to tips to ensure full saturation. Let develop for an additional 5 minutes. Total application time is 20 minutes. So I don't know if I have 20 minutes worth of stuff to talk to you about, or even enough time left in the show to fluff around for 20 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you on pause and come back when the 20 minutes are up and it's time to do the next step, next steps. think the first thing I'll have to do is take off these gloves. So we're going to take off the gloves first so I can push the button. Push the button. Okie dokie, about 20 minutes have passed, or a little bit less because I'm about to do a bit more talking. Step number 3 is finish. When time is up, rinse until the water runs clear. Apply the Brilliant Shine Conditioner. 3. Leave on for 2 minutes. Rinse. Use remaining Brilliant Shine Conditioner once a week after shampooing. That's all the steps, everyone. So, what I'm going to do now is have a shower. And I'm just going to position the microphone so that we get some lovely falling water noises. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition that into some gentle piano music, just so you get water falling noises going into gentle piano music for you this evening. So this is the last that you will hear from me. This is the last you'll hear from me this evening. And thank you very much for tuning in to AzZMR on Zed Digital this evening for episode number 19, and coming with me while I dyed my hair. Good night, everybody. Good night. 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 Good night.